everybody, Stephanie here, your Youth and Community Librarian, and welcome to our final book chat of 2020. What a year it's been. Anyone feeling some major deja vu today with Lockdown 2.0 kind of coming into effect? It's pretty crazy, but it's for the best so that everybody can get well and our numbers can go down. Just so you know, if you weren't already aware, the library we are closed for the next 4 weeks. If you want to get physical items, you can give us a call and book a curbside appointment. Our phone number is 403-502-8525. Or you can download ebooks and e-audiobooks onto your phone with your library card. More information available at our website, MHPL.info. So, how is everybody doing on this kind of chilly day? We've had some really nice warm weather this December, but I think it's finally the temperatures are starting to drop. And maybe we'll get some snow by Christmas? Who knows? Well, hopefully. Well, today's episode is all about winter reads, so books that you should read in the winter because they are set in the winter or have Christmas or holiday fun vibes. We have a couple different genres we're going to cover, from romance to fantasy to murder mysteries, so there's something for everybody. So let's jump right into the books. We're going to start off with our romances, and we're going to do some holiday romances because we all could use a little holiday cheer these days. So our first book that I'm going to chat about today is called 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. Calling all fans of cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies, this fluffy Christmas romance will give you all the feels. 17-year-old Sophie is looking forward to spending Christmas with her boyfriend Griffin, until she overhears him at a party telling one of his friends that he wants to break up with her. Since her parents are taking care of her sick and pregnant older sister over the holidays, Sophie heads to her grandparents' house in LA to lick her wounds. But her big, boisterous Italian-American family has its own ideas about what Sophie needs. Instead of peace and quiet, she is subjected to a series of 10 blind dates between December 20th and New Year's Eve, each orchestrated by a different member of her family. The dates range from fun to kooky to downright awkward. But as Sophie meets a range of boys, she also develops rich new bonds with the family members who are setting up the dates. This is a very, very cute, cheesy rom-com to pick up. It is pretty new. I think it came out last year, so it will be very relevant and have lots of fun pop culture references, so definitely pick this one up. You can also place a hold on it at mhpl.bibliocommons or give us a call to pick it up. Our next holiday read is set during New Year's, and it is called Together at Midnight by Jennifer Castle. For fans of Dash and Lily's Book of Dares, the book and Netflix show, this feel-good romance is your next go-to read. Set between Christmas and New Year's in New York City, this novel centers on friends Kendall and Max, who witness a quarrel that turns into an accident in which a woman is severely injured. They worry they didn't do enough to avert the accident, so they agree to complete 7 random acts of kindness between Christmas and New Year's Eve. The only rule, the actions can't be as simple as just throwing money at someone. Fueled by the guilt of bystander syndrome, Kendall and Max attempt to put some positive energy into the world. As they work together, stopping to talk with a homeless veteran, comforting a child whose father has disappeared, etc., they realize that they have a great deal in common, and maybe the kiss they shared months before wasn't such a mistake after all. Such a cute, feel-good romance. Not a lot of romance until the end, so if you're not huge on romance, this is still a good kind of fluffy, feel-good story to pick up, and we all can use some more positivity in the world, right? So maybe kind of take after Kendall and Max and spread some kindness this season. You can pick this up. You can call us to get this picked up or put a hold online. We have one more romance to go, and this is for those who are obsessed with and really missed the Winter Olympics this year. This is Every Reason We Shouldn't by Sarah Fujimura. This new Own Voices contemporary YA is filled with high school drama, parental expectations, Asian American representation, romance, and a glimpse into the life of a competitive skater will have you excitedly turning pages. 16-year-old figure skater Olivia Kennedy hasn't felt like herself since her disastrous performance at Skate Detroit that has brought her Winter Olympics dreams to an end. Attending a real high school for the first time, helping out at her family's skating rink, and living up to the expectations of her gold medal Olympian parents have her wondering who she is and where she belongs. When Olympic speed skater hopeful Jonah Choi begins practicing at her rink and attending her high school, she finds someone who understands what it means to be a competitive teenage athlete. As she begins a relationship with Jonah, Olivia begins to rediscover her passion for skating and build the confidence to make a comeback. Such a cute synopsis for a book. And if you really, really like reading sports fiction, or you're really into sports and can't really find a book that you like really relate to, this one's great because it really, really focuses on that competitive athlete aspect of life and how that really takes over teenagers' life when they are involved with sports and school. So definitely want to pick this one up. It's also available as an ebook, so you can totally download it for free with your library card using the Libby app, or you can call us to pick it up or place a hold online. Okay, done with the romances. Are you sick of romances? That's okay. We're going to move on to some fantasy. So starting off with this awesome scary book called Girls Made of Snow and Glass by Melissa Bashtoust. Frozen meets horror fiction in this feminist standalone fantasy reimagining of the Snow White fairy tale. When Mina fell ill, her father, the magician, cut out her dying heart and replaced it with glass. Unable to love or be loved, Mina learns that beauty can be used to manipulate others. At 16, she left the South with her father to move north, where snow perpetually falls. Her father is being rewarded for curing the king's daughter. The cover story the king is using for having a magician create a baby replica of the recently deceased queen out of snow and blood. Soon after, Mina marries the king in hopes that she will bring her the love she desires. However, she forms a real bond with her stepdaughter, Lynette. Lynette has grown up in the shadow of her mother, Mina, who died giving birth to Amelia, who died giving birth to her, or so she was told. In reality, she's the product of dark magic, and when she learns what she really is, the clash for the role of the queen begins. While kill or be killed is the only option Mina sees, Lynette believes she can save Mina's heart and find a happily ever after for everyone. Told in alternating viewpoints, this work uses elements from recognizable fairy tales to create an empowering novel with strong, three-dimensional female protagonists who refuse to let jealousy and power break their bond. So, a very intricate fantasy retelling of Snow White. It's very interesting. So there's two characters, both the product of dark magic, and both to be queen. One is already queen, one should be queen. Ugh, that sounds really, really good, and it is kind of like scary. They get pretty nasty. So definitely want to pick this up if you're a fan of fantasy or a really big fan of fairy tale retellings. You can call us to pick it up or place it on hold online. Our next fantasy is also a fairy tale retelling, and it is called Hunted by Megan Spooner. In this standalone tale from the co-author of the Starbound trilogy, a merchant named Trevecco loses his fortune and moves his daughter Lena, Eseneca, and Yeva to a remote cabin. Once a legendary hunter, Trevecco has difficulty finding prey and comes to believe that a fearsome beast is scaring off other animals. Trevecco ventures into the woods to slay the creature, but fails to return. Yeva strikes out after him and is captured by the beast, who imprisons her in his castle. As Yeva fights for survival and escape, she learns that the fairy tales of her youth are more grounded in reality than she ever imagined. The story does not rest so much on beauty finding the man beneath the beast, as it does recognizing the shared longing that imprisons them both, and how she is eventually able to save them. Fans of ACOTAR and fairy tale retellings will want to add this sweeping and magical story to their TBR. So, can you guess what retelling it is? Beauty and the Beast, duh! So you definitely want to pick this one up. It is set during the winter time, and if you really, really love ACOTAR by Sarah J. Maas, this is another great Beauty and the Beast retelling to pick up. And the best part is it's a standalone, so you only have to read one book instead of like 5. That's my favorite part. So if you want to grab this book, you can give us a call and arrange for pickup or place a hold online. Okay, we are done with fantasy. I know that was a short section for fantasy, but maybe we'll have more fantasy next time. But we have some really killer murder mysteries coming up that are set during the winter time. I don't know about you, but like wintertime, just like I want to like curl up and read a really scary murder mystery. I don't know. Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. First up, we have Frozen Beauty by Alexa Hillier. The three beautiful Mallory sisters love the boy next door, Boyd, who has been their best friend since childhood. But overachiever Kit, budding biologist Tessa, and fashionista Lily are all hiding secrets that come to a head when Kit's body is found in the snow, half-dressed and marked by a new tattoo. Lily, convinced she saw Kit with Boyd that evening, accuses him, landing him in jail. But Tessa, whom Boyd kissed 2 days before Kit's death, has strong doubts, and she sets out to find the killer, hoping that the DNA she shares with her older sister, a trait which slimed off on her in her mother's womb, a trait called chimerism, will help her allow to relieve the experiences leading to Kit's death. The narrative is augmented by embedded entries from Lily's diary, Tessa's cell phone texts and calls, and Kit's poems of unrequited love. Chapters alternate between before and now, with Kit's murder being the event that divides time. Full of twists and turns, you'll have this drama-filled mystery novel finished in no time. Ooh, spooky. So, huge drama between the sisters. One of them is murdered, and two of them love the potential murderer. Lots going on. Ooh, I wonder who is the killer. Maybe it was one of the sisters. Oh, you'll have to find out. You can give us a call to pick it up, or you can place it on hold online. All right, some more murder mysteries that kind of fall into like a survival fiction genre, which is very interesting. So we're going to start off with I Am Still Alive by Alice Marshall. Fans of Hatchet, The Skeleton Tree, and Be Not Far From Me, or survival fiction in general, make sure not to miss this YA thriller that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Already devastated from the car accident that killed her mother and left her leg badly damaged, Jess Cooper is off to northern Canada to live with a father she barely knows in a completely isolated cabin. Being in seclusion is part choice and part necessity due to her father's secretive involvement with a dangerous group. When men unexpectedly show up, Jess must hide in the woods and watch in shock as they murder her father, burn the cabin, and leave what they think is an abandoned scene. The only other person who knows about Jess is thousands of miles away. With the sole companionship of her father's dog and a few supplies salvaged from the fire, Jess sets out to do the only thing she can do, is survive. She knows who killed her father, and she wants revenge. Dun dun dun! Sounds so crazy, and it's really cool. It's set in northern Canada during the winter. Has to survive in the cold. That sounds crazy, and get to civilization so she can report that someone murdered her father. This will be a super quick read that you will want to pick up if you love thrillers and survival fiction. You can give us a call to pick it up or place a hold online. My friends, we've already come to our last book for this month's episode of Teen Book Chat. And it is called The Starlight Claim by Tim Wynne Jones. This taut and twisty thriller follows teen protagonist Nate as he navigates difficult physical and psychological landscapes. Physically, Nate decides to take his first solo trip to Ghost Lake, battling a blizzard and the bitter cold alone, unbeknownst to his parents. When he arrives at his family's camp, he finds a group of strange men who turn out to be escaped prisoners from a nearby maximum security facility. Nate is forced to leave his supplies and hide out in his friend's deserted camp to keep safe. Luckily, Nate is no stranger to the wilderness, and this obstacle gives him an opportunity to prove himself against the elements. Nate also journeys through the psychological landscape of his grief at the passing of his best friend, the true reason of his solo journey, the threat of violence from the prisoners, and uncovering some incredible family secrets. Fans of the Alex Rider series will enjoy the action-packed adventure featuring snowmobile chases, violent encounters, and courageous attempts to provide aid. Sounds super, super action-packed. You will definitely want to pick this up if you love Alex Rider, especially if you just finished the TV show, which was excellent. One of the best book adaptations I've seen in a while, because there is a lot of action happening in this book that you will not want to miss out. So give us a call if you want to pick it up or place a hold online. So friends, that is all the winter books I have today for you. I hope you found something to add to your new TBR. And just as a quick reminder, we are running a contest during the Christmas holidays. It's called Seasons Readings. Any reading you do from December 1st to January 11th, you can submit it to us online. Click the link in our Instagram bio and click on Teens so you can enter the contest. And you'll be entered in to win a wintry reading basket, which includes a $30 Medicine Hat Mall gift card. So the perfect Christmas gift to yourself. You can submit as many times as you want, all the reading you've done in this month period of time. And what else are we gonna do during this lockdown? Huh? I think I'm gonna be reading a lot. I hope you are too. So make sure you enter that contest by January 11th, which is super exciting. Also, please let me know in the comments below if you want to see more teen book chats in 2021. I can't believe I'm saying that, but we are nearly in 2021. So if you want to see these regularly, either monthly or weekly, let me know, because we will do that if you want it. Well, that's all I have today, folks. I hope you are staying safe. We miss you lots. Please utilize curbside pickup and to get materials, or use your library card to get e-content onto your phone or personal device. And keep reading, friends, because despite this lockdown, reading isn't canceled. Okay, stay safe, friends, and happy holidays!